Arthur Morgan survived gunfights, bears, and tuberculosis. Not from toughness, but tonics. In Red Dead Redemption 2, he's a walking pharmacy. Health tonics, snake oil, cocaine gum. None are random. They come from a time when desperation became business. The 19th century was full of miracle cures. No rules, just hope in a bottle. That's the world Red Dead 2 recreates. Survival through belief in whatever you could afford. Chapter 1. Health Tonics. Health tonics are the foundation of survival in Red Dead Redemption 2. Every player learns this early, usually after their first close call in a shootout or a bad fall from a cliff. The game teaches you that health isn't infinite, and recovery always comes at a cost. The most basic tonic, the health cure, fully restores Arthur's health and slightly fortifies his core. It's cheap, common, and easy to find at any general store or doctor's office. But even the weakest versions carry a hidden cost, slowly wearing down Arthur's natural endurance over time. Players who loot often will come across the opened health cure, usually taken from bandits or found in abandoned shacks. It works the same, but with less fortification. Then come the stronger versions. Potent health cure and special health cure. The potent version restores and moderately fortifies, made with a mix of Alaskan or American ginseng and yarrow. The special version does more. It fortifies greatly, built from doubled ingredients and rarer plants like English mace or milkweed. Each one represents a progression, a deeper understanding of the wilderness and its resources. Outside the standard cures, 3 unique tonics build Arthur's permanent resilience: ginseng elixir, valerian root, and aged pirate rum. Each one gives experience toward health, stamina, or deadeye respectively. These aren't quick fixes, they're permanent growth hidden in loot and collectibles, rewarding players who explore rather than those who simply buy. They represent the rare times when tonics actually make Arthur stronger without penalty. But even with all this variety, tonics in Red Dead 2 are never meant to make players feel safe. They're a reminder that every advantage has a cost. Use them too often and Arthur's cores decay faster. Wait too long and he might not survive the next fight. The balance is deliberate. Health tonics are not meant to be consumables. They're a reflection of Arthur's struggle to stay alive in a world that keeps taking pieces of him with every battle, every drink, and every cure. Chapter 2. Stamina Tonics. Stamina tonics in Red Dead Redemption 2 are what keep Arthur moving long after he should have stopped. Every time he sprints across the plains or rides through a storm without rest, it's sort of a dependency forming behind the scenes. The basic tonic, Bitters, is simple. It fully restores stamina and slightly fortifies the core. It's found everywhere, from doctor's shelves to random loot, and it's what most players rely on early in the game. There's also the open version, weaker but free, usually looted from corpses. The potent and special versions push this further. Potent bitters use hummingbird sage or desert sage with burdock root, while special bitters double everything, adding violet snowdrop or wild feverfew for stronger fortification. These tonics do a little more than just refiling energy. They're RDR2's equivalent to modern-day energy drinks to keep Arthur going when the world keeps breaking him down. Then there's cocaine gum, a name that sounds like satire until you realize it existed in real life. In the late 1800s, cocaine gum was advertised to travelers, soldiers, and workers who needed to stay awake longer. In RDR2, it fully restores stamina, slightly fortifies it, and damages the core. It's cheap, sold in general stores and doctors' offices, and it's one of the most historically accurate consumables in the game. Players often underestimate it, but in longer missions or chases, cocaine gum becomes essential. The realism is subtle. You can almost feel Arthur pushing himself too far for too long, chasing energy that never lasts. Rockstar built the stamina system around risk and dependency. The more Arthur relies on these tonics, the faster his natural recovery fades. The system punishes players who treat them like infinite boosts and rewards those who balance use with rest and food. This design mirrors the game's larger message. Everything you take in excess has a cost. Stamina tonics are about endurance, not power, the human kind that wears down quietly until it's gone. The longer you play, the clearer it becomes that these bottles aren't just tools to keep Arthur running. They're proof that in Red Dead Redemption 2, survival is always borrowed time. Chapter 3. Eye Tonics.
Try and kill you dead. That's DEA.
Dead-Eye Tonics are the most dangerous kind of help in Red Dead Redemption 2. They give Arthur the power to slow time, to land every shot with perfect accuracy, but every use quietly chips away at his core. The most common tonic, snake oil, fully restores Deadeye and slightly fortifies it. It's easy to buy, found in general stores and doctors' offices, or taken from fallen enemies. There's also the opened version, a weaker form that shows up in loot boxes and drawers. Then there's chewing tobacco, which works the same but restores the meter instantly, damaging the core in the process. It's cheap, reliable, and always available, which makes it dangerously convenient. In the short term, it feels like control. In the long run, it becomes a dependence. Players who craft their own learn the real system behind it. Potent snake oil restores and fortifies Deadeye moderately, crafted with Indian tobacco. The special snake oil uses doubled ingredients with black currant, golden currant, or prairie poppy, and it fortifies greatly. It's one of the most rewarding recipes in the game, not just for its power, but for what it represents. Every crafted tonic comes from the land, forcing Arthur to learn it piece by piece. You can't mass-produce Deadeye control, you have to earn it. In the lore, these tonics aren't harmless energy drinks. They're Rockstar's take on real 19th century focus drugs, the kind that turned tired gunslingers into killers who couldn't sleep afterward. That's why overuse comes at a cost. The more Arthur drinks, the more his natural core drains faster. It's an invisible punishment for trying to stay sharp in a world that never lets you rest. Deadeye tonics are power in its purest form, but they always demand repayment. In a game about morality and decay, it fits perfectly. Arthur's growing reliance on snake oil mirrors his larger struggle against time itself. Each sip gives him control for a few seconds longer, while quietly reminding the player that even perfect aim can't stop the inevitable. Chapter 4: Miracle Tonics.
Crafting and go over to Tonics and go down and click on Special Miracle Tonic. Guys, if this helped you, please hit like.
Miracle Tonics are the closest thing Red Dead Redemption 2 has to a cheat code, but even these come with a cost. The standard Miracle Tonic restores Arthur's health, stamina, and Deadeye all at once, while slightly fortifying each core. It's sold at general stores and doctors' offices, and it's one of the first items players notice feels too good to be true. It works instantly, saving Arthur from situations where every other option would mean death. Then there's the potent Miracle Tonic, stronger in every way, and the special version that fortifies greatly, made with a list of ingredients long enough to fill a notebook. 4 Indian tobacco, 4 ginseng, and 4 sage for the potent one, and 6 blackcurrant, 6 yarrow, and 6 burdock root for the special. These mixtures represent the height of survival skill. They're expensive, hard to craft, and entirely worth it when everything goes wrong. Rockstar didn't name it the Miracle Tonic by accident. In the 19th century, traveling salesmen sold bottles with the same promise: one drink that could cure anything: pain, exhaustion, even fear. But just like those real-world tonics, RDR2's version hides its truth behind the illusion of power. It restores everything, but damages the player's sense of balance. The more Arthur relies on it, the less careful he becomes. It's a temporary fix disguised as a miracle. Players who learn to craft it see the system for what it really is. These aren't just items to hoard or sell. They're a test of how far someone will go to stay alive. The Miracle Tonic is ultimate convenience turned into quiet corruption. It saves Arthur's life repeatedly, but it also keeps him trapped in a cycle of instant recovery and slow decay. By design, it's not a cure at all. Chapter 5: Horse Tonics.
Go to the doctor. Also, look at the
Horse tonics are a totally different kind of medicine in Red Dead Redemption 2. They don't heal Arthur, but they keep his most trusted companion alive. Every player eventually learns that losing a horse hurts more than losing a mission. The first line of defense is horse medicine, which fully restores horse health and slightly fortifies its core. It's sold everywhere, from general stores and stables to doctors. The opened version is weaker and usually found in loot, a sign that someone else once tried to save their horse too late. The potent and special versions raise the stakes. The potent horse medicine uses Alaskan or American ginseng mixed with common bulrush, while the special version doubles the ingredients and adds wild carrot for greater fortification. These are the tonics that turn a fragile horse into a tank during long journeys and chaotic gunfights. But health isn't the only concern. Horses tire just like Arthur, and that's where horse stimulants come in. The basic version restores stamina and fortifies slightly, while the potent and special versions raise that effect to moderate and great fortification. They're made with hummingbird sage or desert sage combined with common bulrush, and for the special version, wild carrot returns as the extra ingredient. It's a simple formula that can decide whether your horse outruns the law or collapses under exhaustion. Every rider who's been shot at mid-chase knows how much a single tonic can change the outcome. Then there's the Horse Reviver, the most emotional item in the entire system. It costs more than almost any other tonic, but it can bring a fallen horse back from the brink of death, restoring health and, in its special form, granting a gold health core for a day. Crafted with ginseng, wild carrot, and parasol mushroom, it's one of the rarest recipes in the game. Finally, there's the horse meal and horse ointment. The meal restores all cores and gives gold cores for a full day, while the ointment restores stamina and health cores, granting gold stamina for a day. Both show the deep connection between care and reward. These tonics aren't about mechanics, they're about loyalty. Arthur's bond with his horse is very special, and every crafted bottle is an act of care. When the game lets you revive an animal that carried you through storms and shootouts, it stops being a system and becomes something human. Chapter 6: Tonic Economy. Now let's talk about something that RDR players are not such a big fan of: Tonic Economy. It is safe to say that it is based on desperation. These bottles aren't just survival tools, they're a business. Health Cure sells for $2.50, snake oil for $3.50, and a horse reviver for almost $10. The game's economy is realistic to the point of cruelty. Staying alive has a price, and that price keeps rising as you progress. Early on, you loot tonics from corpses and cabins. Later, you buy them in bulk from doctors or general stores, realizing how quickly they drain your wallet. It's the first quiet lesson Rockstar teaches about survival. Nothing is free, not even recovery. Every tonic you buy or craft fits into this larger cycle. Stores, fences, and stables exist as merchants of necessity. You can't question their prices because you need what they sell. The doctor in Valentine charges double what a looted bottle costs, but when your horse is dying or Arthur's cores are nearly empty, there's no time to argue. That tension between need and cost defines the entire system. Even crafting doesn't escape it. Crafting pamphlets are rare, and ingredients like yarrow, Indian tobacco, and golden currant take time to collect. Time itself becomes part of the cost. The tonic economy isn't just background detail. It's Rockstar's commentary on survival and dependence. The more a player relies on tonics, the more they spend, both in money and in resources. The deeper you get into the world, the more it feels like a trade you can't win. Every bottle bought or brewed keeps Arthur alive a little longer, but it also reminds you how fragile that survival really is. The tonics are supposed to help you master the world, yet by design, they show you that the world always gets paid.